30 left. Left.
Okay, we have some spectators that are right next to the track. These cars are the fastest cars that we have here today.
45 seconds left.
They overpower their tires and can go out of control, and they can fly through the air. Doesn't happen very often. When it does, it's very spectacular, and if they were to hit you, it would hurt a lot. So please
30 seconds left.
Respect our signs that say stay at least 10 feet or 3 meters back from the perimeter of the track. We welcome visitors to watch. We welcome spectators. Excellent vantage point is where the drivers stand and drive from. So you can go and sit on the grassy knoll, watch the race from an excellent vantage point. Please do not watch the races from the edge of the track. In particular, I'm looking at some people enjoying the view from right outside the track on the straightaway. Okay, so straightaway is closed. Let's set the grid. Avery, you are on pole. Tiny, you're second. Glenn, third. Brian, fourth. And Nick, fifth. Remember, Gerald won this last time and has bumped. Drivers will last in race in your marshalling positions. Avery on pole, Tiny second, Glenn third, Brian fourth, Nick fifth. Grid looks good. Remember, keep it clean, guys. Drivers ready, marshals ready, on the tone. Avery out to the early lead. Glenn running in second, Brian out in third. Nick running fourth, and Tiny with another problem. He broke his rear suspension in the last race, and it looks like he's out of this one. That's our white car in the lead on the straightaway now. Glenn running in blue and yellow and orange. He's running in second. Brian out into third. He's the white with blue. Nick Fantetti in the green and black. He did not finish the last race. His car was smoking hot at the end and overheated. Looks like Tiny has rejoined the race.
4 minutes left.
1 minute down, 4 to go. Avery up front on the straightaway in the all-white. Close battle for second between Glenn and Brian. That's the blue and yellow, followed with the white and the blue racing stripe. Nick Fantetti, he's running third. He's got the green and black. And then Tiny, he just spun out right in front of Nick. He's got white, blue, and all sorts of other colors on his car. We're 1.5 minutes down, 3.5 to go. So Avery, still our leader, he's all by himself in the white car going on to the straightaway right now. Glenn running a very close battle for second between him and Brian.
3 minutes left.
Glenn is going to want to finish in second this race because he broke and did not finish the first main event. We run 3 main events. Your best 2 count towards your finishing position. So it's okay if you break in one, but you'll want to make sure you finish all the others if that's the case. So Glenn running up in second after breaking the first time through. Running right ahead of Brian, who finished 4th in the main first round. So he's wanting to finish good in this one as well. So Glenn in second, Brian in third. That's the closest race on the track with less than a second between the 2 cars last time by the stripe. Avery way up front, going into the infield in the all white. Oh, Glenn just smokes the outside wall. Fortunately, he stayed in the confines of the track. That lets Brian by. Tangle at the entrance to the straightaway. Looks like those cars are clear and on their way around. Avery way up front, 3.5 minutes down, 1.5 minutes to go. Brian running in second, Glenn in third. Then we got Nick and Tiny battling it out for last place. I think Tiny's hoping Nick's going to overheat again. Really close battle between Brian and Glenn on the straightaway. Those guys have been racing each other for years and years and years. Glenn sure looks like he's got the horsepower. Brian pulls over, lets Glenn go. 4 minutes down, 1 minute to go. Brian and Glenn battling it out for second. That's the orange, blue, and yellow car is Glenn in second, and Brian right on him in the blue with or the white with the blue racing stripe. 30 more seconds in this race, drivers. 4.5 down, a half minute to go. And Avery, 26.5 flat was your finishing result in that race. Everyone else, finish your lap. Glenn pulls off the second, Brian in third, Nick and Tiny rounds out the field. Up now, turn modified A, main, number 2.
And then I like coming on the strand, shoving under. I'm like going, this is not good. You gotta stay tight because he's gonna like out muscle you on the straight for sure. Yeah. Oh yeah.
1:30 left. One minute left. $45 seconds left. $30 left.
Up now, touring modified A main number 2. Drivers in the last race, we need you marshalling. These cars are checking in so we can get the race going.
15 seconds left.
I'm like right at the edge there. I pushed my car to wiggle it. And I'm like, oh, you're doing this. Kind of pushing like that. What are you supposed to do? So I got it a little bit loose, and then I saw how he was coming in. I'm like, no, don't get on.
Okay, straightaways closed. We got to set the grid. Alex, you're on pole. Mihai, you're second. Then we got Blake, John, Henry, and Gerald. So once again, Alex on pole, Mihai second, Blake third, JT fourth, Henry, and then Gerald. Corners. And take your position, drivers. Get ready, grid looks good on the tone. Oh, Alex clips a dot, gets lucky. And Alex, the fastest car out here today. Mihai usually gives him a run for the money, but Alex has staying power and is fast to the very end. The battle for third. Oh, caution on the straight, caution on the straight, caution on the straight. Straight is clear. That let Mihai catch back up to our leader, Alex. 0.7 of a second between the top two cars. That's the silver car on the straightaway now is our leader, Mihai. The car behind him on the track in the pink and white with a little bit of orange in there. Or maybe that's purple, I don't know. Third place is Blake. He's running the blue and yellow. He's got JT right on his tail in the blue and white. Then we've got Gerald and Henry rounding out the field. Gerald running the silver with orange stripe, and Henry in the white and orange car are the two cars at the back. If either of them see a car, they gotta pull over. Mihai gets loose on the straightaway. That gives Alex 3 seconds of breathing room. Closest battle on the track is for third between Blake and JT. That's the blue and yellow battling the white and blue on the straightaway now. That's the battle for third. 0.2 of a second that time by between those two cars. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Alex way up front in the silver car on the straightaway now. Mihai gifted him that with a spin. Thank you, Gerald, for letting those cars by. So, Gerald and Henry, just FYI, you have a battle for third coming up on you. This is the closest battle on the track. Please let them by. That's the blue and yellow with the white and blue. So, thank you, Gerald. Henry, the battle behind you is for position. It's the closest battle on the track. You have a lot of breathing room. Please let them by when they catch you. 3 minutes down, 2 to go. Alex way up front in the silver. 4-second lead over second place. Battle for third has a fraction of a second between them. They are coming up on Henry. Thank you, Henry. You've got first place behind you. It'll take probably a couple laps for Alex to catch up. And Blake and JT. Alex is coming up on you. He will hopefully give you a little bit of breathing room because he's got a huge lead over Mihai. We're 4 minutes down, 1 to go. Alex with a 4.5.
1 minute left.
Alex with a 4.5 second lead over second place Mihai. Closest battle is for second between Blake and JT. Blake broke in the first one. JT's car was actually a little bit underweight, so his result did not count. So they're both hoping for a good result in this race. So that's the battle to watch. Oh, Blake gets sideways. but he holds on to it. 20 seconds left. This is the battle to watch. The battle for third, between Blake and JT on the straightaway now. That's the blue and yellow against the white and blue. Those two have been really close for the entire race. And will they make it? Will they make it? No, it is done. Alex wins. Blake gets third, JT gets fourth. Just waiting for Mihai in second, and that's a race. Alex wins at 28.502.
That last time we doubled at the start, I didn't see it. I just didn't hit you because we had that one. Yeah. I heard you guys watching. I was not on the break. Yeah. Well, I would do that.
.130 left. One minute left.
Okay, let's get those mod drivers out to Marshall. Formula One B main number 2 is on the line now.
45 seconds left.
Okay, we want to start the race with cars in it.
30 seconds left. Fifteen seconds left.
Okay, we are supposed to get this race underway now. Let's grid them up. Drivers from last race, take your position. Straightaway is closed. Brian, you are on pole. So Afro, Jerry, you're on pole, followed by Afro, Jordan, and Phil. Okay, so we got Jerry can't make the start. So Afro, you are starting in the second spot. Jordan, you're starting in the third spot. Phil, you're starting in the fourth spot. Marshals, take your positions.
Never mind, Tom.
Once again, Afro, you're supposed to start in position 2, you're in position 3. Jordan, you're supposed to be starting behind him, and Phil at the back. Drivers ready. Marshals ready. On the tone. 30 seconds now, 4.5 to go. Phil, our early leader, followed by Afro and Jordan. Jordan taking the short way around that lap. Missed one of the turns on the course.
4 minutes left.
One down, 4 to go.
Jordan did a big short
2 minutes down, 3 to go.
3 minutes left.
Running order is Jordan, Phil, and Afro. Phil and Afro get together.
That was great. We were very close to the
The leader on the straightaway, that's Jordan. Afro and Phil are the other two cars. We are coming up on 3 minutes down, just over 2 to go.
That's what it was. I didn't know, I couldn't see it. Like you could have pulled away even more. I slowed down as soon as we started to crash. I was like, okay, that's that guy. And then but I made up on you. Yeah, but he was down quite a few seconds.
2 minutes left.
So this is Formula 1 B main number 2, then we got Formula 1 A main number 2, and then we got the longest race on the program, the Touring Nitro A main. 30-minute race is going to be separating the end of the second round of mains from the beginning of the third round of mains.
But I didn't know until after school. I'm not doing this.
So Afro has taken back the lead. He's running on the straightaway now. We've got Jordan and Katie. Jordan and Phil, Katie, battling it out for second place.
It's just something fun to do. But like, you're enjoying your tires. Yeah, you made it work. But
4 minutes down, 1 minute left in this race.
1 minute left.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes.
If anyone sees a set of yellow gloves, we have the owner looking for a set of yellow gloves that has gone walking. Please return them to timing scoring if you see them unaccompanied. We have 4.5 down in this race, half a minute is left. Up next is race number 23, Formula 1 A main number 2. That's the last of the electric races in the second round of mains. And we're separating the second and third rounds with Nitro A main, 30 minutes of Nitro Mayhem, 5 minutes down. Race is over as you cross the finish line. Afro wins that 25:04. Waiting for Jordan to finish his lap. And that's a race.
Yeah. So good with those lights in the back. Yeah, it would be good. I love it. Bring on power. That's right, Laura. There's my tires on that car. I'll push you. Reading the accident? Yeah. Just got to keep reading accident in case it's under any time.
1:30 left.
My end somebody else's car. This is back. What's that? This is back. Yeah, well, yes, it is, but you have to do it fast. Hey, I might as well order some more tires right now.
One minute left. Five seconds left.
Formula 1 A main number 2 is up now. Drivers for the last race. We need you, Marshall. We also need some volunteer marshals for this race. There were not sufficient drivers in that race to cover this race. So we do need some volunteers.
15 seconds left.